Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're out in the Ferrari Portofino. I bought this car new in October 2019, so I've had it a few years now, and the more I drive it the more I love it. It's an absolutely fantastic Ferrari. I don't know why these are so underrated. They're virtually a daily drive, these, and it's the one I use the most. I do love the Ferrari F12 for driving experience and the sound and the thrill of it. Nothing beats the Ferrari F12. But for everyday use, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a better Ferrari than the Portofino or the newer Portofino M. The Portofino M is very similar. It's got 8 gears instead of 7. A few more brake horsepower. This is just under 600 brake horsepower, where the M is just over 600 brake horsepower. But the one thing the M has got, which this hasn't got, it has got race mode and the Malatino, which I would like, especially if you go on track. It does stop. It stiffens the suspension up. But apart from that, I'm quite happy with this car. I've done a few long trips on it. I've been to France in it, and a few other trips. Now, the last trip I'd done was to Wiltshire, and I couldn't believe when I worked it out, it was averaging 27 miles to the gallon, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think I agree with Harry Metcalf when he said he prefers the Portofino M to the Roma. I have tried the Roma and I've tried the Spider, and I think as the newer Ferraris come along, they're more sanitised. They haven't got the emotion to drive them. They've not got the sound. I mean, this sounds fantastic. Top down or the top up, it looks fantastic. I think, as with the Roma Spider, it's not a hard top, it's a soft top, and I prefer a proper hard top. I'm starting to do a fair few miles in this now, but I can't see me selling it. But if anyone's looking for a usable Ferrari, I'd advise the Portofino or Portofino M. I mean, we're down to a reasonable price now. You can get a Portofino for a low mileage one for 120, 130,000. When I bought this with the extras, it was over 200,000. But if I don't sell it, it doesn't really mean anything. If you know, you're not going to lose any money if you don't sell it, are you? So I think I'll be hanging on to it. I had it colour wrapped when I bought it new, and PPF all over, because I really wanted a metallic red one, and at the time there was a year's waiting list, and I didn't want to wait a year. But little did I know COVID was coming along, and as soon as I got it, it virtually sat in a garage for nearly a year. So but who knew? So but it does everything I want, and luggage space is good, and even 2 little seats in the back, which are only really good enough for children, but they're good for putting a little bit of extra luggage on. So I'm enjoying it. I can't think of any other Ferrari, if I sold that, I would buy to replace it, really, or any other make. I did think of a McLaren at one time, which I quite like. I think they're more track focused. As I'm getting older, I do go on the track occasionally, but you know, not enough to warrant changing to something like a McLaren or maybe a Porsche GT3 or GT4. So I think for a minute I'll be sticking with a Portofino. thanks for watching.